See me and all my family. Don't buy the bullshit you're talking about. Stop hating on the next man, get up. Most talk tough, but ain't no killers. To my little man, ain't no man realer. Cause Papa make sure that he always eat dinner. They shooting for the paper. He don't change for a little bit of change. Wave to them haters. Hi hater. Mad they bitches love me like vibrators. Been sick since pushed through labor. Spent chips like I never ever planned for later. Stop worrying and counting the next man money. Fucking calculators. Flow classic.
Welcome to the 2 a.m. crew, ladies and gentlemen. I just remembered I really need to update the intro to this podcast. So that's rule number one. I'm your host, Rick H., along with
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Enrique. Welcome to AM Crew. We missed you, we loved you, and we are back.
So, we had a killer episode last week. It's an hour and 36 minutes of probably some of the best podcasting on this show. So,
yes.
Little bit of background. I got on, me and Jason were on, and it gave us the countdown to go live. We went live. Me and Jason did our hour. We did a bonus 30 minutes with Ugoboy. And didn't record, I hope it streamed, but it didn't record. It's not on the YouTube, so it's like a lost episode, unfortunately. But we'll cover some of the things. Jason,
yes,
how are you doing? On that episode, I was complaining about my Giants only scoring 6 points. I went on a tangent, so I got to apologize to my brother here. It was a rough week 2 for these Jets.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that I am wearing a Jets hat at the same time, that goes to show what kind of a masochist I really am. But yeah, I feel like if you want to talk about conspiracy theories and NFL scripts, you feel like the Jets and the Giants basically just switch scripts with each other, and they're like, okay, Giants, you go ahead and score the touchdowns. Us, we ain't gonna do shit.
Realistically, like, I feel like we literally switched roles from last week, you and I.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I was praising the Jets for having a terrific fight against these Steelers. The Steelers, correct me if I'm wrong, took a loss this week, right?
Yes, they did. They got killed by Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks.
So it was, I mean, the NFL, that's why it's some of the best sports you can watch. Week to week, it's a different storyline, different drama, and it's been so good the last 2 weeks. For me, week 1 was the Bills game. And I'll wait till Hugo possibly joins us later, but the Dallas Giants game this weekend was something to watch.
Yeah. So even if you weren't a fan of the Giants or the Cowboys, this was an exciting game to watch from a pure football fan perspective. Yeah. And the biggest takeaway that I got is that, the two biggest takeaways is that even though the Giants offense showed grit and tough and they should have won that game, there's still some there's still some discipline that needs to be out there. We'll talk about James Hudson and everything, but it also shows that these defenses, they're pure garbage. Dallas's defense is garbage. A big reason why Malik Neighbors looked like prime Odell Beckham Jr. was because Trayvon Diggs forgot to play cornerback.
So the NFL again, week 1, I'm watching Dallas and Philly. And I see Philly kind of rushing through some of their offensive plays and their sets. And I was like, oh, man, Micah's not on the team, but the Dallas defense got some teeth to it. Week 2, you play the Giants and you get exposed by Russell Wilson, which had a career day. And it's funny because during the week, all you heard from Giants fans was, when is Jackson Dart going to play? And he did see some game time. However, it was unfortunate. He didn't even attempt to throw. So let's get to the Jets first. Let's just stay there because we had two juicy games in New York. It's unfortunate that they're at 1:00 starts.
Yeah.
I feel like the 1:00 games are like the appetizer, you know. Yeah. Then you get like the main course, and then Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. That's your dessert, right? But I had to have a multi-view because I'm able to do it with the feature that I have on my television now, and I literally watched the game side by side. At a certain point in time, I was like, man, this feels like last week's Giants game. I don't want to continue to watch this game because I don't want to put myself through that trauma one more time. Only 3 points. And the head coach is now getting chippy with the media. This is the second week in a row. How do you feel about your coach? How do you feel about the team? Now that you got 2 weeks under the belt, I mean, it's small sample size, but do you think they're more like Jets of week 1 or Jets of week 2?
So I'm going to repeat a quote that my good friend Joe Benengo says all the time when it comes to the New York Jets. They could change the players. They could change the coach. They could change the general manager. They could change the stadium. They could change the uniform. They could change the owners. The results never change. End quote. Mm-hmm. So I was encouraged by what I saw in week 1. And we all thought like Aaron Glenn had this team ready to play, even though we took a loss. And I don't believe necessarily in moral victories. We saw something that we haven't seen in a Robert Saleh coached or Todd Bowles coached or even Adam Gase coached team, where they show toughness, they show grit, and they actually were a prepared football team. Like even though they didn't win, they looked like they were prepared to play football. And now week 2, and it's like everything just went out the window, and I felt like I was watching Robert Saleh or Adam Gase or Todd Bowles coaching on the sidelines as well. And I think that Aaron Glenn is smelling his shit a little bit too much right now because of how competitive week 1 was and how chippy he's been chippy with the media all season, even in the off season. And I think that's just going to be his MO. And I personally don't like it. I don't think it's a good look, but either way, if you're going to act that way, you better win games or at the very least have, be prepared. And he also said in week 1, and something that we praised him on is that mistakes cannot be made. And if you cost us the game or do anything stupid, you will not be on the field. And then he backed it up with actions by cutting Xavier Gibson. This week, we had Michael Clemens, a guy who has been over and over again a walking personal foul penalty. And he takes him out of the game, but then he brings him back in another series. Where's the accountability there? And why is this guy, Michael Clemens, still on the team? We need to get rid of every guy that Robert Saleh had that was on this regime, with the exception of Quincy and Quinton Williams, and then get rid of them. And also Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. Everybody else, get rid of them. Get Aaron Glenn's guys. Get Muji's guys. But to answer your question fully, I just felt like it was fool's gold because it showed that we need to actually focus on winning. Okay, we played a game on week 1, but I also think that what happened in week 2 with the Steelers, it just goes to show that maybe the Steelers weren't as good as we thought they were. Maybe that was just Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl to beat the Jets, and now he's gonna turn back into a pumpkin. I don't know, but sticking with the Jets, everybody knows that I was not high on the Aaron Glenn hire because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And what did the Jets do? They hired yet another rookie coordinator who's never been a head coach before, defensive minded, and all that good stuff. The only caveat that he had was that he was a former Jet, but he was no different than Todd Bowles, and he was no different than Robert Saleh. And it seems like we're seeing the same thing over and over again. I feel like this was directed by Quentin Tarantino because I've seen this movie before. So, anyway, I don't have a lot of confidence because it seems like all the things that were killing us in the past regimes are still killing us now. And I don't know what they need to do, but they need to start winning and winning fast because with Aaron Glenn already getting chippy with the media and everybody else, he put it on automatic target on his back and the rest of the team. And the only way that they can fix it at this point is with wins. And right now, the Jets are sitting at 0-2, very potentially be 0-3 because we saw what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did last night.
Yeah, the Bucs are for real. That's one thing. Yes. So the Jets could very easily be 0-3. Secondly, how is your quarterback doing, Justin Fields? And I need to apologize. The Jets did score 10 points. I thought it was only 3.
No, it was 10 points, but that was by Tyrod Taylor.
It was by Tyrod. Now, I didn't get to watch the offense with Tyrod. Does it look better with him on the field or with Fields on the field?
Honestly, I don't know how to describe that because if you were talking about overall career, Tyrod Taylor is probably slightly much better quarterback than Justin Fields. I mean, Justin Fields on Tuesday, he played the worst game of his career, which is amazing because the previous week he played the best game of his career.
Best game of his career, yeah.
Yeah.
So
and then he backed it up by his
you
worst.
getting?
So right now he's in concussion protocol. They won't say if he's out for next week, but most likely he will be. And this team, I felt, had just a tiny bit of spark under Tyrod Taylor because he has some chemistry with the team since he was there last year and the year before. So he has a little bit of moxie with this crew other than Justin Fields. But the only thing is that we have to worry now about Tyrod Taylor's injury because he has proven over time in this league that he's a legit NFL quarterback. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy, and that's why he's been a journeyman for 14 years in the league. If it wasn't for his injuries, then he would probably be a little bit more of a starter than he has been. But if we're talking about mechanics and everything that goes in between the ears of a quarterback, right now Tyrod Taylor gives us the best chance to win over Justin Fields because I think Justin Fields proved to us once again in week 2 why he's only 26 years old and he's already on his 3rd team in the NFL.
Well, let's rewind the clock on Taylor last year when the Giants had him. The offense looked more fluid with Taylor than with Daniel Jones. The Giants look actually competent and competitive, and they were moving the ball a little bit. But what happened? Taylor is a backup quarterback, one of the best in the NFL.
Yes.
The problem with him is the injury, and you know it's going to happen in one of these weeks. But the Jets, I feel, get a golden opportunity to get to take a nice look at how the offense looks with Taylor in there this upcoming week if Fields can't go into the game. So very optimistic about this Buck game. It could be a trap game for the Bucks because they're riding this 2-game win streak into this Jets game where they feel that they're probably going to be the favorites. Did Tatis Jr. just hit a home run? No, he just made it now. They're probably gonna. I got the Mets in the background.
No, I get it.
They're probably going to underestimate the Jets. Now, what I wanted to see from the Jets is the defense. Since Salah left, it has not been. It's the same group. It's. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's coaching, if it's strategy, if it's play calling. This is the same defense that Jets fans were clamoring for, just a competent quarterback, and they would have been a Super Bowl contender. But they can't get back to that. So that's what I tried to see in game 1. How was the defense? Of course, Aaron Rodgers, he was dying to get his pound of flesh back, so he got that win. But obviously, the Steelers, let's wait and see with them as well because they tossed up an egg in week 2.
It's the former Jet, Sam Darnold, of all people.
Yeah, it's the same thing. The Giants are going through both the teams have the same karma and stigma. So Daniel Jones all of a sudden is 2-0 with the Colts. Looks like a quarterback who could play. We all know Saquon.
Right. Yeah.
What is going on with New York football?
By the way, I checked. This is how sad of a Jet fan I am. After week 2, I already checked Tankathon to see where we would be picking in the draft if the season ended.
I have the schedule pulled up. That's where I want to go with you.
Okay. And do you realize if the season ended this right now after week 2, the Indianapolis Colts would be the best team in football because they would have the 32nd pick.
Wow.
That's how good the Colts have been playing so far. And he's been playing so good that they've been calling him now Indiana Jones. That's his new nickname.
I like it. I like
it too. It's clever.
I wish him all the success, all the shit he dealt with here in New York City. Seems like a nice guy. Hopefully, he's found a home in Indiana.
Yeah, maybe he's like maybe he's like a Sonny Gray. maybe it's like a Sonny Gray where he just couldn't handle the big city lights of New York and he needed someplace a little small market. Who knows?
Similar to a Devin Williams.
Yeah, same.
On the New York Yankees. So I got the Jet schedule here pulled up.
By the way,
now,
I know what you're trying to do there.
No. I was having an argument in the barbershop today, and we were talking about midseason acquisitions, and
that's why you look so spiffy right now.
Yes, thank you. I'm trying to compete with the best hair in podcasting, so
well, not right now. Not right now.
So we're having the conversation who had the better midseason trades, and I said at this point in time it's the Yankees. Granted, there's some players that didn't get to, like the McMahon thing has been a bust so far. Some of the bullpen arms, but they ended up finding a closer finally, which is something they desperately needed, someone they could rely on. So I think the Yankees won out on that. And, I can't argue. My team is, now we got Shamna. So we're going to do this thing now where we pitch Manaea and Clay Holmes in the game together because they can only go 5 innings together.
Right.
I mean, it seems to be working. Middle of the 6th inning, they're winning 8-2. So let's see how that works out.
Right.
So I'm not taking shots at the Yankees whatsoever. I made a vow last week. It's a good comparison, Devin Williams.
Well, listen, I mean, after what happened last week with the debacle with number 47 being at the stadium, but we don't have to get into all that. They're not in my good graces at the moment.
So what I want to do is I want to re-go at the beginning of the season. You and I, we went through the Jet schedule, Giant schedule.
Yeah.
I believe I had Jets winning game 1, losing game 2. By week 4, I had the Jets at 2-2. So at Tampa, do you think that's a win or a loss?
Honestly, I'm going to spread some positivity here. I think we're actually going to get our first win of the season. I think that them being in Florida is going to take the pressure off them a little bit instead of playing at home. And I also feel like, and I've seen this with top bowls before, with the Tampa Bay Bucks and with the New York Jets, when they have a game when they should win and they're favored to win, but something always goes wrong. And it's always something of the ilk of Todd Bowles. Now, granted, he's a lot more seasoned than Aaron Glenn, and the Jets continue to shoot themselves in the foot. But who knows? Maybe the Jets need a change of scenery. And I think that they should go into this game with a little bit more grit and realizing some of the mistakes they did. And they know they got embarrassed, so they don't want a repeat of that. And also, if you want to count this also, it's a little bit of a shorter week for Tampa Bay because they just played a Monday night football game, and a hell of a game it was. So I think this
they're
actually
playing Monday night to a Sunday 1:00 start. So, it's not like even it's a Sunday afternoon or a Sunday 4:00 game or a Sunday night game. So
right.
It's the first game on Sunday.
Right. So I'm not feeling 100% confident, but I'm feeling more confident than not that this actually will be a Jets win, but it'll be something by like a field goal or a safety. I don't think because like we said, the Jets defense is sus right now, as the kids say. It's sus, and the offense. Tampa's got a lot of offensive firepower, but we'll see if they could pull out the same magic that they did in Week 1 instead of Week 2.
I got a 24-21 victory for the Jets.
Okay, so yeah, by a field goal,
yeah. So Week 4 they play Monday night, so the Jets get an extra day of rest in Miami, which is not too far. They don't really have to travel. That's an automatic win. I feel it's an automatic win. How do you feel about it?
Now, this is where I feel like it's a trap. I think that
Miami's look terrible.
I understand that, but this is where the Jets, they feel like they're feeling themselves because of how good they played in Week 1, and then they lay an egg in Week 2. Then they get their confidence back up in Week 3, figuring that, this Dolphins. But you know what? The Dolphins are looking at the Jets like, we got the Jets in Week 4. We can win this game finally. So it's really a toss-up. But if we're going with history, I mean, the Jets do not have a good history of playing down there in Hard Rock Stadium. I almost said Rock Hard, excuse me. But Hard Rock Stadium. And Freudian slip there. But no, they just don't seem to play good there. But who knows? Mike McDaniel, he's on the hottest seat right now in all the NFL. He's probably coaching for his life.
I agree.
And also, Tua has looked terrible these last 2 weeks. Just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You can make an argument that he's the worst quarterback in the league right now. But in week 4, at the moment, he would be going against one of the worst defenses in the league right now, against the Jets. So it's weird, but if I'm going to go with history, I think after week 4, the Jets are going to be 1-3.
So I was going to say Jets. I said Jets victory.
Yeah,
but I'm looking at the Miami schedule. Miami plays at Buffalo before this game.
Right. That's 0-3 right there.
Thursday night game, and they're going to be going home to play the Jets after getting a shellacking from Buffalo.
Yes.
So that might be a game to watch, Jets Miami.
Yeah. You said it's 1:00 game, right?
Yeah, that the Miami one is a 1:00. So Miami's going to be on a short week because they got to play.
No, they're going to be on a long week because they're playing Buffalo.
They're playing Buffalo on Thursday.
Yeah. So it's a short week for them now.
Yeah, they're playing week 3. They'll play Buffalo.
Yeah, so they're playing,
and then they'll play and then they'll play Miami on the Jets. That's a Monday night game. The Jets Miami.
Oh, okay, so
ESPN's gonna like that.
I was talking to somebody today, and I had to explain the meaning of flex to them when it comes to scheduling. So I think I might have manifested there that they might have to flex this game on a Monday night.
They're gonna have to on a Monday night on week 4 already. And then they play Dallas here in MetLife.
I mean, if that's the case, that they might as well play some reruns of Friends instead of the game. It'll be more appealing.
No, I think if the Jets match the intensity of week 1 against Dallas, it'll be a shootout. I was not impressed by the Dallas defense.
No, Dallas' defense is terrible.
They got torched by Russell Wilson and the Giants, who have an awful offensive line.
James Hudson.
Granted, there were some calls that I think there was a pass interference call that I didn't see much on. There was a couple calls. What's with the reffing so far in the first 2 weeks? You got Tom Brady and you got not Tom Brady. You got it was Brady and Kevin McCart. Like, I don't see much there.
Kevin Burkhardt.
Yeah, they're trying to clean it up. There isn't any there on some of these plays. Like Mike Evans got called for a offensive pass interference. He's just a tall, lanky guy. He didn't really. I mean, I don't know. The referee's been awful.
Hey, the Jets, they actually should have gotten a personal foul against Justin Fields when he slid and he got hit in the head by another defender, and they just waved it off like it was nothing. But if it was Josh Allen, they would have gave him 14 personal fouls. I think that's just how I just think that's how the league is rigged. Just like I think that they're not going to allow the Chiefs to go 0-3 against the New York Giants. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't even want to talk about week 3. We could be sitting in a similar situation, and then the Jets play.
You might as well go apple picking instead of this game.
They play Dallas, and then they play Denver right afterwards. Yeah. So it's like, and then they play Carolina, which they should win. Then Cincinnati, Cleveland. Cincinnati, by the way, no Joe Burrow for that game. So
he's gone for 3 months with a toe turf.
That's unfortunate there. I mean, the Jets got some wins. I'm looking at this schedule.
Well, I don't see them. My record is 5-12. I think the Jets are going 5-12 this season.
All right, 5-12. So they got 2 losses. 2 losses already. The Miami games are win.
15 more to go, baby. 15 more to go.
I mean, they're definitely going to beat New Orleans. They definitely could beat Jacksonville. They beat Miami twice.
They could beat the Panthers.
They could beat the Panthers. That's 5 already right there.
Yeah, that's it. I don't see another win coming from that. I mean, I honestly feel
I think they go one. They split the New England series this year.
We'll see.
I honestly do.
Well, we'll see, because the New England doesn't look like a world beater. They look like a shell of themselves, but even a shell of themselves is better than what we've been getting with the Jets. because at least the Patriots know how to score touchdowns.
You got Cincy and Cleveland. So you got Cincy, the bye, then you got Cleveland. So you can't pick off one of those two games?
Maybe Cincy, but Jake Browning is, he's not a scrub per se, but compared to Joe Burrow, I mean, when you lose Joe Burrow, if Joe Burrow was playing that game, then I would say automatic loss. But now, I don't know. I think just might have slightly more of a chance.
And you got Buffalo at the end of the year where none of the starters are going to be playing.
Yeah, so that's still a 50-50.
December lines up nicely for them. They got Miami, Jacksonville, New Orleans, who's horrendous, the New England win that I'm predicting, and then they got Buffalo.
Now the Miami game. What date is that? December what?
That's December 7th, and it's here in MetLife.
So that's a win because Miami historically does not do good in cold weather, and we are definitely going to be having cold weather during that time. Same thing with Jacksonville. Jacksonville, they can't handle cold weather either. They can handle it better than the Dolphins, but
they're here at Miami. They're in Jacksonville, December 14th. Then they're in New Orleans. Then they come back and they play the Patriots at MetLife, and then they go up to Buffalo, week 18.
Yeah. Which
I mean, and you got Atlanta week 13 before the Miami game. So, I mean, the Jets got some games there. Now the Giants, on the other hand, I thought what did I say that we'd go 5 and what 5 and
12.
I think it was like 5 and 12 or 4 and 13 or something like that.
Oof.
The beginning of this Giants schedule.
Yeah, they did you no favors.
I mean, week 5 could be the first game where we have an actual shot. I mean, we had a shot at winning that Dallas game. Week 5 against New Orleans is actually because we go Kansas City, Chargers, New Orleans, Philly, Denver, Philly, San Francisco, Chicago, and Green Bay right afterwards. I don't know. And then after Green Bay, you pay Detroit. That Patriot game should be a win. Washington, Minnesota, Vegas, and then you end at Dallas. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brian Daboll is already.
I don't know where I don't know where the 4 wins are on that schedule.
You have.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
The Saints is one. I'd give us the Saints one. I think we'd beat Dallas the second game here in MetLife. We would beat them.
You could beat the Jets. Oh no, you're not playing the Jets this year.
No, we're not. We're playing Vegas.
Yeah, I got it mixed up because for some reason the Jets are playing the Cowboys this year.
Yeah, that's the only. The Jets are playing the NFC South, and they're playing the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see it, man. Look at this stretch. Just listen to these from week 6 to week 12, right? It goes Philly, Denver, Philly, San Fran, Chicago, Green Bay, and Detroit.
Yeesh. Man, even with Marcus Parsons not in Dallas, you still have to face him against that offensive line.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean, and yeah. Week 16, we get to see Parsons at MetLife, but
at MetLife,
you know, I don't know. I was very optimistic about the season when it started. After week 1, I said this is over. Then they got my hopes up week 2, and then they just let me down completely. Because after that play where Russell makes that incredible throw, and then Neighbors makes that no-look catch.
Yeah.
That just brought me back to the memories of Andy Chavez robbing a home run on the Cardinals and bringing the ball back, and then all of a sudden we lose the game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. My computer froze here, which is not.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but like you're frozen, but I can hear you just fine.
I am frozen, so it's not just the PC froze completely.
Yeah, but I can hear you. We all can hear you.
Oh, hold on a second. Let's try to work through the kinks. Oh my god. Yeah,
Well,
it completely froze on me.
yeah. Well, oh, well, I don't know if you're able to join us again, but
Are we back? I mean,
we're back. We're back.
sorry about that. We completely frozen time there.
I know.
No clue what was going on there. So
That was Doc Brown and Marty McFly right there.
how do you want to talk about the Bills, or are we just skipping over?
Well, to my understanding, we have two guests that want to join us right now, individually, respectively.
How can we?
I already sent them the
Okay,
link. I already sent them the link.
Okay. So I don't see them in the backstage area yet.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be soon joined by Ugoboy and Carlos Villa, one of the best Mets Jets fans you will ever meet. And also, if you need some financial help,
Mets,
especially
Jets.
yeah.
Oh, what's this? Soto, 2 men
But-
on, 2 out.
But he is also a fantastic financial coach. So any of you people out there that need some financial help, especially with these tariffs that are going on right now, it's wonderful tariffs. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. You can reach out to Carlos at Carlos_financial_coach on Instagram. That should be a sponsorship right there, don't you think?
That was a beautiful read. So
Thank
we got 2 men on in the bottom of the 6th of this Mets game. Soto up to bat. It's 8-2. Lindor's already hit 1. Alonso's already hit 1. Brett Beatty's hit 1. And Soto, they took Michael King out the game already. But Soto's taken some really good hacks in this game so far. So let's talk about these Bills.
Let's do it.
Is this the year that the Bills win a Super
Bowl? I actually think they go to the Super Bowl, but I don't know if they're going to win it because it really depends on who they're facing in the NFC East. It'll most likely either be Philadelphia or it'll be Green Bay. And but I do actually see the Buffalo Bills being the AFC championships, the champions of the AFC this season.
Okay, so you mentioned Philly and you mentioned Green Bay. Who else in the NFC?
It's definitely not the Vikings.
The Vikings, no, they didn't look good in week 2. They looked good in week 1.
Mm-hmm. JJ McCarthy is also injured.
He is. Already.
He's going to miss, I think, 3 weeks.
So in the AFC, we have Green Bay, we have Tampa, and we have the 49ers. Those are all undefeated teams in the NFC.
Yeah. 49ers, I mean, if
I'm
they can
not
stay
a believer
healthy,
in the Niners. I don't know. They'll be there, but I don't know if they're going to go. They'll probably go to the NFC Championship game.
At the most, yeah.
Yeah, but I think we see a lot of green in the NFC Championship game with Green Bay and the Eagles. I don't know.
Yeah, there's going to be cheese and cheesesteaks all around. Cheese heads and cheesesteaks.
And I don't know about the Chiefs. I don't know what's going on there. There's a possibility my Giants can make them 0-3.
I hope so, but
if that happens, I'm going to be ecstatic.
Now, here's the kicker. And this is what I've been hearing from Giant fans all week, especially in week 1. Mm-hmm. When does Jackson Dart start? Does he start this season?
He does start this season. I I think Russell bought himself 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yo, by the way, Rick, check to see if those gentlemen are in.
No, I don't have him in the.
Okay, all right.
So let me send you a new link so you can send to them.
Oh, okay, that's probably why.
Because the link, since we had that little thing and we refreshed.
Yeah, send it to me and I'll send it to them. But yeah, anyway, with the Bills.
Yeah. The Bills. What was I saying about the Bills? I'm sorry, not the Bills. Wilson. So yes. I believe
Jackson Dart. Yeah,
I believe Wilson bought himself a week with that performance. I mean, career game, second as a Giant. The loss isn't completely on him. You know, like he made some throws. Wan'Dale Robinson, I got to tell you, if you're looking for a wide receiver that's in fantasy football who's available and might be a free agent to put in the flex spot, it looks like him and Wilson have a nice connection together. And it looks like Russell looks to him quite a bit. I mean, he tries to force it to Neighbors, but I think right now it's Neighbors, Robinson, Slayton, and then Hyatt, which we haven't seen Jalen Hyatt at all this season. But Russell's got a good rapport with the Robinson. I think that's his favorite target right now.
Yeah.
I got this mosquito sting right here.
Oh no.
Itchy as hell.
Oh man. Summer's not over apparently.
No, it's not. So give me your final four. Well, you said Philly.
So Philly and Green Bay.
Okay.
And I actually think we're gonna get yet another repeat where it's gonna be the Ravens and the Bills.
I 100% think it's Ravens Bills. I mean, what did Ravens drop? Almost 40 points in week 2?
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but it was something ridiculous.
It was 40-38.
I think we do get Ravens Bills, and
I think it's a rematch.
Green Bay and Philly. So I want to welcome in Carlos Villa. Welcome to the show.
Hey, brother. What's going on, my brother?
What's up, fellas?
He's wearing the right colors, by the way. Oh, no. Oh, no. And I want to welcome in Ugoboy wearing a shirt. Oh, no.
Dang.
Oh, no. Wearing a shiesty. Oh, my God.
Apparently, I didn't know that Tekashi 6ix9ine was on the live.
Wow. And he's wearing some regular. Who is that? Is that some baby's jersey?
I'm wearing a part owner of the New York Giants. He's a part owner.
So, oh wow,
part owner.
So I got it. Hugo was on last week, right?
Yes, sir.
I made a vow to not say anything wrong about the Yankees, right?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I had some favorable commentary on the Cowboys. I'm going to walk back one statement, though. I thought their defense was better.
Oh, no.
And week 2.
Historically bad.
Week 2, just I mean, I already told Jason this. Probably my favorite game was that Cowboys-Giants game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just the back and forth. And I'm a Giants fan, and it sucked to fucking lose.
Yeah.
But damn, that's high drama right there.
Oh, it was a great game from start to finish. If you're a Cowboys fan, if you're a football fan, but what I will say,
that's what I said.
What I will say, the defense for the Cowboys. We had Russ looking like 2000. Russ. Like
Russ had a career game.
Man, that was crazy. That was crazy. But Matt Eberflus,
like it's an awful Giants offensive line.
Oh my God, man! Did y'all score a touchdown against Washington? Did y'all?
No,
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Graham Gano was their best player in week 1.
Graham Gano was y'all MVP against
that's right.
Washington.
Hey, your kicker,
Aubrey.
outstanding.
Butter Aubrey,
Oh,
baby.
my
Butter
God.
Aubrey.
60.
He's on my fantasy squad.
He's on my
Oh
team.
my
He's on my
God.
big money league. I made sure I grabbed him in like the 4th round. I wasn't even playing. I was like, you know what? He's gonna outscore some wide receivers some weeks, and he did.
That dude looks like a Disney prince.
Back. Butter Aubrey. That's what
With the new kickoff rule, it's very important to have a great kicker. And it makes it a 4-down league, essentially.
It
You're
does.
going to give the ball.
It does.
So,
Which Carlos, we finally got Nick Folk back.
There was a time I hated that guy. He used to focus all the time.
Oh my God, he was the folk guy. He was the folk guys. We're the original folkers. This man missed like a 20-yard kick on a Thursday night, I think, against the Saints, and we cut him like the very next day because he's terrible.
Yo, Ugo, I'm sorry, but I can't take you a little too seriously right now. You look like you're auditioning for The Boys right now.
Hey, this is what it is. You know, when I get more seriously, I'll take the props off. But let me be great.
We gotta let the man. We gotta let the man enjoy his victory.
I'll stop.
I'll fuck with you.
High drama.
No,
High drama, and you know what? I know why he's so excited. I always get at his boy, right? Which is Dak.
God, yes.
And believe it or not, Dak is one of the guys.
Dak 8, bro. Come on.
He's one of the guys I look forward to have on my fantasy team because I know regular season he's gonna give me mine. Like he's gonna go and get his point.
Yeah.
But he in this game made me shut up and eat my words.
That's 2 weeks. Listen, that's 2 weeks in a row. He's shown what I felt like when he's healthy with Schottenheimer and with the rapport they already had. I felt like we were going to get a really good Dak this year. He's exceeded my expectations because, again, 2 years ago, people swear that like he's a bum and he's plays for the Cowboys and he's overrated.
No.
Yada yada yada.
Playoff Dak, yes.
Playoff Dak. But part of that's coaching. And
this is where me and you get into argument.
This is where we get into it. And you know what's crazy? My cousin Robert X. That's what I call him. He's like Dr. Umar's illegitimate child. Like, he's one of the biggest Giant fans and Cowboy haters there is. And for years, I've been checking him and proving him wrong time and time again. I'm just like, bro. Coaching, I just asked him the simple question: does coaching matter? He was just like, "Yeah, you just making excuses. And then I turn around, I'm just like, "You're a Giant fan, right?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm a Giant fan. Yeah." I was like, "Since Tom Coughlin, have y'all had a competent head coach?" Just answer the question. Just answer the question. Since Tom, you're a Giant fan. You're a Giant fan. Carlos, you're a fan. Jason, you're a Jet fan. Like Rick, just answer this. A simple yes or no. Since Tom Coughlin, have you guys had a competent head coach? Just a yes or no.
It's not a yes or no. It's a hell no.
Exactly. I thought he was gonna give me a Dame Dash.
We tried.
Like, nah.
Don't interrupt me. Don't trigger me. Don't interrupt me.
You're triggering me. I'm gonna watch that as soon as I'm done talking to y'all. But so what? To that point, though.
Check out the camera.
No. I just want to say this about we're alluding to Dame Dash being on the Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club, yes, facts.
It was hilarious,
Comedy
but
Central.
Dame's man, OG is there from Harlem.
Facts.
What he says in, I guess, the 5-10 minutes there brought me to tears.
I can't wait.
Such a great interview.
I can't wait. So I'm gonna finish. So
it's gold.
So what's funny is they put the entire Cowboys Giants game on YouTube. I'm watching that right now. So when I'm done rewatching that, I got the Cameron. I got the Club queued up in the queue to go. But this is the point I want to make. So my thing with Dak, and you're right, Dak in the playoffs, his track record, his numbers absolutely need to be better.
We compared him to Judge.
Yes, absolutely. Regular season stats, all pro, runner-up in MVP. Yeah, I mean, numbers to galore. He just set the completion record for the Cowboys all time. He just passed Tony Romo and Troy Aikman. Here's the thing. to win a championship, and you guys all know this. You guys all know this because you all watch football. Coaching matters.
Definitely.
Coaching matters. Like Coughlin, you guys caught lightning in a bottle not once but twice. But a big reason why you caught lightning in a bottle with Eli Manning, with that run game, with that pass rush, with Spagnuolo and Justin Tuck and
I was just about to say Spags.
The reason why y'all caught lightning in a bottle, a big reason was because of Tom Coughlin and his culture, his attention to detail. All right,
TC time, baby.
Exactly. Now, fast forward to the Cowboys. What has Dak Prescott? What have Tony Romo? What have they been dealing with, coaching wise, the last 2 eras of football?
I mean, you had Jason Garrett.
You got Jason Garrett. He's on an NBC set right now. You got Mike McCarthy. He's on an NBC set right now. You got Wayne Phillips. He's in the UFL. He's coaching with the Rock right now. All right. And now you got Brian Schottenheimer.
Brian Schottenheimer.
Excuse me. Brian
Schottenheimer.
Marty's kid. That's what I call him. Marty's kid. You got Marty's kid calling
Marty Ball.
Exactly. Marty Ball 2.0. We're going to see what he does. I'm not going to pass judgment on him because I still think we're a 7-win team. I'm not going to pass judgment until next year. But what I'm saying is, Rick, this is my point. Point. The Cowboy coaching has been is the biggest issue. Everyone says it's Jerry. The Cowboy
Jerry is a
Jerry's a major part of the problem. If it was a pie chart,
he just gave up one of the best players of football. He just peanuts.
He just traded a future.
He almost came to the Jets.
Exactly. He almost traded him to the Jets. Like I tweeted Jason the details. Like Quentin Williams was almost a Cowboy today. That almost happened. But my point is, this is my point. This is as plain and simple. The Cowboy coaches and the coaches that Dak has had to deal with and win in spite of throughout his career since his rookie year, that factors into this story. And every hater I get into that's a Cowboy fan, as soon as I bring that up, they're like, nah, man, you making excuses. The greatest coach of our era, freaking Bill Belichick. I watched a documentary him and Nick Saban did on HBO Max. It's an amazing documentary. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's on Max right now. It's so fire. It's the two of them. At one point, Belichick was talking about a game that he blew. It was the Patriots and Dolphins a couple years ago. Remember when the Dolphins won on a Hail Mary out of nowhere when they had Gronk back there playing safety? Bill was so sick. He was like, man, I screwed up. I effed that one up. I screwed that one up. And then he looked right to the camera and was like, great players can't overcome bad coaching. He said that. So
are you talking about the Two Bills documentary, or this is a different one? Okay,
I think it's that one. I think
it's Two Bills. They filmed it from the Giants locker room.
Yes,
and they were walking by the Jets locker room.
Yes, I know.
And they asked
Thank
Bill
you for
to
reminding
come in.
me.
And Bill was like, "I'm not going in there."
Not the Jets.
That's what I'm saying, man. So with that being said, like the whole story and the whole narrative around Dak. Yes, the Cowboy Nation is absolutely split. You got Cowboy fans that hate Dak more than they hated Romo, that think he's never going to win. And then you got other Cowboy fans, realistic ones that understand, he's a top 10 quarterback. You can win with him. If Jalen Hurts can throw 100 yards every single week and push his way to wins, Dak, who's a better pure quarterback, you can win with him. The roster and the coaching have to be on par. And until that happens, Cowboys won't win. But
I agree with you.
What you see in these first 2 weeks, Dak being healthy, an actual number 2 receiver, an actual offensive line that's competent, bro, and actual play calling that's from 2025 and not from the year 2000 with McCarthy last year. This is the real Dak Prescott. This is the real. Jason knows this. This is the real Rain Dakota, first of his name. Rain Dakota Prescott. First of his name. You got to say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest.
So let me bring up 2 points. You brought up Kenny Pickens, which I wanted to ask you, which is also an amazing pickup by Dallas.
And
can you win with Matt Eberflus as one of your coaches?
2 weeks in, it looks like a bad hire, and it reminds me of when we hired Mike Nolan.
And I want you when we did the podcast in Jersey. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Yeah,
I watched that the other day.
It's a couple.
Can you believe it's 2 years ago now? 2 years.
You went in on Matt Eberflus.
I did. I did because he's not, bro. So this is my thing with Matt Eberflus. Listen, I get it. Like you run the Tampa 2/cover 3 throwback Monty Kiffin Tampa Bay Bucks 2002 defense with Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks and you know what I mean and all those Hall of Famers and John Gruden, bro. 2002 was 23 years ago, bro. This is the 2025 NFL, and just like McCarthy, like this is the parallel I drew. Look at McCarthy's West Coast offense. Look at Andy Reid's West Coast offense. It's the same playbook. Same concepts. The difference, Andy Reid was like, damn, I got Patrick Mahomes, and I got to get with the times. I can't run and tailor this offense the way I ran it with Donovan McNabb back in 1975. I can't do that. Right. I've got to tailor it with motion, at snap motion, like freaking orbit motion. I got misdirection, route concepts, blitz beaters, zone beaters. I got to put the stuff that the Shanahan tree and the McVay tree, all the freaking guys that are getting jobs every single year in the NFL, some of them, most of them not even qualified to get them, but that's neither here or there. Like, I've got to run concepts that are in the 2025 NFL with the iPhone 25, whatever they're on. McCarthy and Eberflus, they're running Madden 92 on Sega Genesis. That's what they run.
So Nathaniel Hackett's West Coast offense.
Yeah, you saw it. I rest my case. You saw it.
Now, speaking of coaching,
I began the episode by apologizing to Jason. It's kind of like in New York here, we flip-flop weeks. Week 1, I ate the shit burger where we only had 2 field goals. I was yelling in our episode last week. Can I just see a goddamn touchdown?
You saw a bunch of them.
And then I saw a flurry of them in week 2.
Whatever touchdowns we had, you guys took.
Carlos and Jason. Jason already answered this question. Carlos, when I look at the Jets, I want to know. So week 1, I wanted to see how the defense was going to respond to the new coaches. That's their bread and butter. The Jets should be a ground and pound type of team with an outstanding defense.
It looks bad, man.
Since Salah has left,
man,
it has not looked the same. You were talking about a defense that was being compared to some of the greatest defenses in the history of the NFL, and it's disappeared. Why do you think that is?
I think it's penalties. I mean, the lack of discipline. I mean, Clemens, this guy, I swear.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Jason loves that guy. Jason loves that guy.
I saw a meme.
I can't afford to pull this hair, okay?
Yeah.
That's how much.
Please don't. It's the best hair in podcasting. Please don't do it.
The best hair in podcasting.
The best hair in podcasting.
I saw a meme.
Representing himself. I'm going to watch Empire right now.
Like Gibson. I mean, I don't know what it is. I really don't know. Listen, I'm very optimistic with Aaron Glenn and the culture he's trying to build, but damn it, we're supposed to have a top 5 defense, right? On paper.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
We looked awful. We couldn't stop a damn nosebleed, and we usually play good against Josh Allen and the Bills.
Yeah, Salah's defense has worked against him for the most part.
Yeah.
I could we say maybe they should have kept Robert Saleh as a defensive coordinator?
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that because he's proven to be a better defensive coordinator than Steve Wilkes ever was.
I mean, look at the Niners. Look at the Niners.
Yeah.
And it's ironic because who was the Niners DC when they went to the Super Bowl last? Steve Wilkes. But now he's looking like Matt Eberflus 2.0.
The first time they lost to the Chiefs, they just lose the Super Bowl. I love it because my brother's a 49er fan. The first time they lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, Salah was the DC. You know what I mean? So the issue, man, the issue is right now. It's only 2 weeks in.
It goes back to your point of coaching.
It goes back to coaching, man. It goes back to coaching.
Same personnel.
Yeah, but Carlos, didn't you feel? And I said this earlier. Even though it's only been 2 weeks, doesn't it already feel like the same thing that we've seen with Salah and Gase and Bowles all over again? Like, it feels like nothing's changed coaching-wise.
It does, only because that's what we're used to for the last decade at least. Yeah. Right? When was the last time we made the playoffs? Was it 14 or 15? Right? So
15.
So used
15 years.
That
I don't know how y'all do it.
I'm ready to.
I don't know.
Throw in the towel already. But you know what? Look, we have some bright spots, right? I really like what Will McDonald's doing out there.
Yeah, he was good. He was good since his rookie year. He's good. He's a good.
But he was non-existent last game.
He was. I think he still got a sack, didn't he? Last game.
I don't know.
He still might have got a few.
He looked more like a sack, but anyway.
Build on that game.
I feel the vitriol. I feel the anger, my man.
Oh, the pain.
Jason Beningo over there.
I can relate to how you're feeling just because I was in your shoes last week. But you guys got 10 points at least.
Thanks to Tyrod Taylor. Thanks to Tyrod Taylor. No thanks to Joseph.
Listen, don't be shocked.
You guys got some players on that team.
Rick,
it's on paper. They're a good team.
Guys, don't be shocked if by week 4 to 6 there's a quarterback change. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked.
Justin Fields already
Justin Fields, I said it when you guys signed him. I said it when Jason was on my podcast. I said it right before the draft. What makes the front office or Aaron Glenn, what has Justin Fields shown with the Bears and with the Steelers? What has he shown that he is an official starting quarterback in this league? Because this isn't the Big Ten. If this was the Big Ten, if it was like Penn State and Iowa and Michigan State and Wisconsin and Oregon or USC or something or UCLA, if it was like Big Ten teams, oh, sign me up for some Justin Fields. But this is the Big Ten. This is the AFC and this is the NFL. All right,
I got 2 words for you.
Field. So
I got 2 words for you.
So what's going on?
I've got 2 words for you. Garrett Wilson. That's a big reason why Justin Fields is the quarterback of the New York Jets right now. Even Monty's choking right now. He hates
ridiculous. That is a ridiculous reason. If that's the reasoning you guys use to sign him and make him just hand him the starting, like Tyrod Taylor. If you guys would have been like, listen, we're going to start like Tyrod's our guy. I'm just like, you know what? You can win some games with Tyrod. He's a bridge quarterback. Let him get you guys fighting for a wild card, and then you guys pick your guy next year. I'd be all on board with that. And you would know, Carlos, Jason, you guys would know from the rip, all right, we know what it is. But you're not going to sit here.
He's the Troy Aikman of backups.
You're not going to sit here on September 16th, 2025, the year of our Lord, and convince me that Justin Fields is going to lead you guys to the playoff and to the Super Bowl, because I don't see it. I don't see it, and nobody here sees it either.
No, I don't see it, but to Jason's point, I truly believe since Garrett Wilson was so upset with the Rodgers debacle, and the front office wants to show Garrett, like, hey, we want you to be here long term. They gave him that extension. They gave the extension to Sauce Gardner. They also wanted to make him feel more comfortable, more involved. He's a wide receiver. He's going to want the ball. Who better than to get your college teammate to play with you and give him a chance? The problem with Tyrod Taylor is, right, and this is coming from a Giants fan who had Tyrod Taylor. I didn't want to lose him as a backup.
Solid backup.
Is the injury part.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Jones couldn't run that offense in the second year. When they put Tyrod in, Tyrod was moving the ball around. It looked like a different team, same players. All of a sudden, the offense, we could get a first down with Tyrod Taylor. Yeah. That we couldn't with Daniel Jones.
You can put together a drive.
But the problem with Tyrod is he's going to get hurt at some point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you can't rely on him. And yes, the Jets, they get a blessing in disguise because they get to see what they got in Tyrod Taylor. Because I don't think Fields is going to play next week Jason and I were just discussing this. So the Jets get a good look at how the offense looks with Taylor in there. And then they can make a decision. Do we stick with who's got the hot hand or do we go back to Fields? Because Fields had a career day. Again, Wilson has a career day, former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback.
Yeah.
Fields has a career day, former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback. So are the Jets and Giants just trading?
Oh, no.
No, did we lose him?
Oh, there we go.
No, so I really hope that you guys put Justin Fields, because I'm going to Cowboys Jets in a couple
Hey, me too.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, we got a link. Jason, you got tag along because I'm gonna hit up Mongo. Like, let's make it gang.
Okay, pause. Yes. But anyway, before we hopped on, Carlos, I mentioned before the season I picked the Jets to go 7-10. Now, based on what I've seen in 2, and I know it's still early, that I'm thinking now it's more 5-12. Where are your thoughts, Carlos?
Oh man, I'll be honest with you.
It's 2 weeks.
I was putting a 7 wins, but now I'm thinking 5-6, and it's not looking too promising. Our schedule's not that easy, and I think we draft a quarterback next year.
You have to.
Oh yeah, we have to.
You should have drafted one this year.
Hold on, we can't hear you, Rick.
Yeah, Rick, you're muted.
I can read lips, but not that good.
Yeah, Rick, you're muted. Somebody text him, maybe?
No, he hears us. He hears us.
He hears us? Okay. All right.
Yeah. Listen, Carlos, I also know that because you loved Aaron Glenn as a player, I know that adds a little bit of a caveat to you. And yes, I remember watching him play as a player too. And yes, he was good for us. But hey, just because I enjoy watching Pornhub doesn't mean that I should go get employed by them either, okay?
Now to Gianna Michaels to go.
Oh my God, Gianna Michaels, that's wifey right there.
That's a legend right there. She's still at it too, man.
Yep. But the point is that listen, I get that it had a little bit of a caveat for them hiring as the head coach, but I mentioned this earlier in the episode. It's the same thing over and over where we hire a first-time coordinator who has never done the coaching job before, and it's defense. All right, obviously we need more work on our defense right now because it's not looking good, but we need to focus on the offense, and the worst thing that we could have done to work on the offense in the past couple of years is hire Adam Gase as the head coach.
Yeah, I'll say this, Jason.
Adam Gase.
It's not Jets' fault. They have tried to get some of these experienced coaches, but none of them want to come, right? Tell me you wouldn't have wanted, like I remember when Bill.
Well, Mike McCarthy wanted to come, but we saw how that happened.
Y'all could have trust me. You would have saved us 5 years.
Check. Okay, am I back here? I'm back here.
Yeah.
I'm back here. All right. So let's get to the Jets schedule. So I just want to remind you, this is week 13 to 18. They play Atlanta in MetLife. Miami, December 7th.
Tua.
At MetLife. Then they play at Jacksonville, New Orleans, at New Orleans. The New England game at MetLife, which I think they split this year, and then they play Buffalo when the starters are not even going to play. So the tail end of the Jets schedule is very favorable.
4 dubs right there. I counted 4 dubs.
Yeah, you guys should win at least 6 to 7 games.
You got Atlanta, Miami, Jacksonville, New Orleans, New England, and Buffalo. And then before then you have Cincinnati and Cleveland.
And Joe Burrow's out.
So I was just explaining to Jason, like, compared to the Giants schedule, you got kind of a cakewalk here.
Oh, wait. Here's a caveat, though, Rick. Is Tyrod Taylor the quarterback? Because if you're going to tell me Justin Fields is the quarterback, I counted some L's there with him on the quarter. He's not good.
That's the problem.
We should trade for Jameis Winston at that point.
Giants have said they're not.
Jameis right now is better than Fields 10 times over. I take Jameis over him. He's not good. He's not. I'm sorry. I didn't see it in Chicago. And this is with Ohio State quarterbacks. I've been saying it for years, bro. Ohio State quarterbacks do not translate to the NFL because it's the same setup. It's the same thing with Alabama quarterbacks. And I know Jalen Hurts is the Super Bowl MVP, but 100 yards passing for the entire season is going to catch up at some point. If they take the tush push away this year, it's going to catch up at some point. So Ohio State quarterbacks, Alabama quarterbacks, I get it. You're surrounded by 10 5-star dudes every single week. You're blowing out the SEC. You're in the college football playoff every year. I get it. This is the NFL. You have to be able to read coverages. You have to be able to come to the line and be a force multiplier. You have to be able to solve problems, get out of bad plays, get back into good plays. Like Alabama quarterbacks can't do it. Freaking Ohio State quarterbacks, they can't do it because they don't have to.
So I have a question for Carlos.
Goodness.
Carlos, who are the real Jets? The Week 1 Jets or the Week 2 Jets?
That's a trick question.
I think it's a combination of both. I can see the Jets offense doing what they did. I can see them repeat week 1 offensively. I listen
with Justin Fields.
You made a lot of valid points, Hugo, but
Justin Fields.
That Justin Fields, he could win games putting up 250 yards, 50 yards rushing, two rushing touchdowns, 1 touchdown pass, maybe 2. I can see that happening week in and week out.
But Brees has got to be involved.
In the Big Ten, he could absolutely do it.
He has to be involved. He has to be
okay.
the best out.
Go ahead, Carlos.
Get 80% of the rock. Keep Isaiah Davis on the freaking bench. Leave him to return some kicks. Braylon Allen, a good switch up, maybe give him some goal line, but Brees has to touch the ball. Why did we lose on Sunday? Brees touched the ball 13 times. When he touched it 20, my man put up over 150 yards. Right?
I've always loved Brees Hall.
When Glenn, here's one thing that I hated that Aaron Glenn talked about. He said a 3 running back committee. Show me a team that was winning with 3 running back committees. Tell me what.
You're gonna say the Giants.
I can think of a lot of
Giants.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Back in 1992, he's gonna talk about.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Brandon
Jacobs, and Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a 3-headed monster. But besides that,
we needed that because they all brought a different running game. I think Brees does everything except he's not like one of these big goal line backs that you need.
Right. Yeah, give it that.
He does have to touch the ball just as much as Wilson does.
I agree.
Because those are your playmakers. So
but we still need a number 2. We we still need a number 2, even if it's to do blocking or whatever. We right now it's gonna get harder for Garrett Wilson because he's just gonna get double teamed all around.
Figure it out with a tight end somehow.
Yeah.
I just
Mason Taylor, maybe.
You guys in the same spot Dallas was last year when it was CeeDee Lamb.
Always comes back to the Cowboys.
And 5 dudes.
Pickens makes a look at so. I don't want to make Hugo's point for him, but when they were in a tough spot, where did Dak look?
Yeah,
he went to Pickens.
Facts.
Russell Wilson has Wan'Dale. I just talked about Wan'Dale Robinson.
And Neighbors.
He's going to look at Wan'Dale more than Neighbors. He's going to take his shots with Neighbors, but Wan'Dale got most of the looks. That's what you guys are missing.
That's what you guys are. That is exactly the point I'm making.
Even if you have to put Alan Lazard in, even if you have to put Alan Lazard in there as a number 2, at least try to give that option.
Francisco Alvarez just got hit hard on the elbow.
The funny bone.
He went down. Hold on a second. And this is not what we need right now.
Rick's world just came crashing down right now with the Mets.
My catcher has 2 broken fingers in his hands. He's on first. Mullins is. We're winning 8-3.
Yeah, you guys up 8-3 though.
Yeah, because you know what we're doing? We have 2 starting pitchers. The new plan is we'll put Holmes to start. We'll put Mania to backup Holmes. And then we'll go to our bullpen.
Domestic terrorists.
We should have brought the 3 young kids up in July when the bleeding was going on.
So this is perfect because Carlos is a Mets fan. So now, and he's one of the Mets
I don't want to scare Carlos. Oh, they took him out the game and they put
what I'm saying is that we give
Singer in there.
What I'm saying is that we give Carlos the pillow talk, the talking pillow now for his Mets because it sounds like he needs it.
I remember, I think it was like mid-June. We had the best record in the majors.
Oh God!
June 12th. It was my birthday.
Man,
June 12th.
A good lead on the Phillies. Our pitching was like top 2 in the league.
Soto was cooking.
And I think after mid-June till now, we have like
Carlos. I'll give you the exact date because I, like an idiot, I was home on my birthday. June 12th is my birthday. I was home on my birthday. My 5-year-old son watched his first Mets game in its entirety. He wore his Lindor jersey and he was calling balls and strikes that game, right? I forget. It was a ridiculous score. We had just destroyed. We just destroyed some team, and it was my birthday, and I was like, such a beautiful birthday gift.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been the Peterson game, if I'm not mistaken, where he went. No, I don't think it was the one where he went a complete game. But
dude, that sounds like such a Vietnam flashback right there.
Destroyed a team.
It's so vividly, you remember.
Destroyed the team. I went on social media and I talked a lot of shit on social media. I have the post.
Yeah, he's got evidence.
And ever since that post,
you should have knew that.
I should have. You know what? Loopy the blogger. Loopy the blogger.
You should have knew better.
Loopy the blogger. I was getting at him because I still don't believe the Yankees. I don't believe the Yankees, and I don't believe the record that they have. And the personnel is there to win, right? But I don't see outside of Judge what else they have to offer as far as offense.
Jazz Chisholm, and Bellinger.
Wait. Last year it was Stanton, Soto, and Torres that got you to the World Series.
Yep.
Torres is in Detroit. Mm-hmm. Soto's in the Mets.
3-1-3.
This if Judge does not perform this year, it is going to be bad.
Judge right now is what A-Rod was going into the 2009 postseason.
But hold on,
like plain and simple.
A-Rod did have some good playoff series as a Yankee. I've said this before. The reason why that didn't work, I wholeheartedly believe A-Rod and Jeter should have had 3 rings together.
Yeah,
as a duo.
Agreed.
Jeter wasting the first 4 years of Alex being a Yankee was the reason they didn't get those rings.
Yes,
that's a big
with us getting Soto. I wrote an article about this. I was very worried because the face of the Mets, as much as Soto's paid, is Francisco Lindor.
Fully Lindor.
Lindor is the face of the team. He is the engine.
He should be paid like one.
He is paid like one.
I think it's Polar Bear. Like honestly.
I'll tell you why it's not Pete. I'll tell you why.
I love him.
It should be.
I think Pete should be a lifelong Met.
It should be him. He's a
homegrown guy, but it's Francisco Lindor for the simple fact that he got put through the fire, came out of the fire. He is, and Francisco Lindor, first of all, is the first Puerto Rican to win a Gold Glove. And he's the first Puerto Rican, like he's broken a lot of records. And he is our guy, right? And I think that they should have made him captain at some point of the season to make it official. Pete, as much as he brings the power and the numbers, he's not a leader. He's not the guy. You see Francisco in the dugout, he gets mad. He's holding guys accountable. He's very vocal about it, and he gets the most out of the young guys. The reason why I criticize, and I'm going to go back to A-Rod and Jeter, Francisco accepted Soto right away, and that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see, and people, the media, they wanted to create something that wasn't there, you know. Marte has been Juan Soto's best friend for years. and Marte is probably the guy that he goes to. That's why, and Marte's the guy that brings guys together. That's why he made the comment about the captain thing. It's not a shot at Lindor. Lindor is part of the reason why Soto went to the Mets. Jeter, on the other hand, Alex says, I'll come and I'll play third base. Even though he never mentioned the shortstop stuff. Alex was the better shortstop, hands down. Derek Jeter did not win a Gold Glove until Alex moved to third base.
A-Rod, you said
put the ego aside and said I'll play third base. I just want to win.
A-Rod was the better player, hands down. You want to say
hands down?
You want to say PDs? You want to say Alco? This, that, and third. There's like A-Rod next to Ken Griffey Jr. all time. A-Rod,
and Barry Bonds. Let's not forget about Barry.
I'm just saying for myself. My 2 favorite players growing up were Ken Griffey Jr. and A-Rod, hands down. And I'm a lifelong Yankee fan.
And I'm a Mets fan, and A-Rod has always been my favorite player.
Exactly.
And Steve Phillips fucked it up for me when he opened his fucking mouth. Alex was this close to being a Met.
Vietnam flashbacks. I love it. You feel it. But no. So again, when when A-Rod got to the Yankees, Jeter was like, okay, this is still my team, but you gotta give it to A-Rod. A-Rod just like, listen, I'll play third because I know that this is Derek's team. I know that he's the captain.
I just want to win.
I just want to win a chip. I don't want to go down as Charles Barkley or Karl Malone or freaking
Stockton.
Or your Stockton, one of those great players.
Iverson,
Barry, Griffey.
Or Griffey.
Patrick.
These great players that never won chips. He didn't want to be on that list. So like, I want to come to the Yankees. Jeter, and he even mentioned, I watched his documentary that dropped a couple years ago. Fire. The captain. Fire.
Really good.
Fire. Even Jeter admitted, bro, in the doc. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
Alex never brought it up.
Like, bro, like I should have. I'll take some blame to that. I'll take some blame to that. You know what I mean? And even they interviewed Gary Sheffield recently. Gary Sheffield Gary Sheffield was like, yo, I knew
there was tension in there.
Yeah, he's like, it didn't make no sense to me. They're both great players, but he's like, yo, these dudes don't rock with each other. Like, I feel it. Meanwhile, he's just like, yo, are we here to win a chip? Or are we here to be friends? Like, what are we doing?
Gary was like, this is automatic. Me, Alex, Jorge, Jeter. This is where I'm at.
04, they should have won a chip in 04. I'll go to my grave with that. They should have won in 04.
Yeah. Now, before we put a close on this episode, one of the things that I wanted to do real quick, because we did this previously, and I want to share with our two fabulous guests here today, Carlos and Hugo. We'll start with Carlos first. We did a Mount Rushmore of our favorite Yankees and Mets players earlier before the season started. So real quick, if you can give Carlos your Mount Rushmore of Mets players, and then Hugo, you could do your Mount Rushmore of Yankees.
It could be. It doesn't. You don't have to be political with it. You know. No, like what I mean is, Seaver's probably the greatest Met pitcher. I never got to see Seaver pitch.
Right.
So he wasn't on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just go off of my favorite all time. Piazza.
Good.
Jose Reyes.
Oof.
Oh my God. You're opening up wounds right now. You built a stadium for Jose and you didn't offer it.
Robinson? He's gonna say Robinson Cano.
Let's leave it alone.
All right. Now
there's two staring at you in the face right now. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Pause.
I really love Lindor. Right? I love Lindor.
I mean, we're in year 5 or 6 already.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share mine with Carlos.
This ain't the SATs.
Yeah. You know who I used to love as a kid, and I love him even more today because he's still getting paid by the Mets.
Please don't. Oh,
dude.
Dude, this is wild. No Doc Gooden.
No Doc Gooden. No Doc Strawberry.
No
Keith Hernandez.
No Franco.
No.
Franco's got 400
No
saves.
David Wright.
No.
David
Wright, the captain.
Bro,
As a kid,
wild.
Wow,
nasty work.
As a kid, I love Bobby.
Nasty like Jerry Jones.
So I'm originally from Queens. And,
Paris Bonilla though, Carlos.
I grew up. Here's why. As a kid, I loved him.
Great.
After a Mets game, I remember seeing Bobby Bonilla. He gave me a dap, and I was just like, "Oh shit!"
Okay.
I see the memory aspect.
All right.
The memory aspect of it is the reason as a kid I loved him, right? But in all reality, we can't leave the captain David Wright out of that. Out of my.
Mine was because Doc Darrell, Hernandez, and Wright. I mean, and if I had to take one of those guys in, they would be replaced by Piazza.
Yeah, for me it was Jeter, Mo, Tino Martinez, because I agree with you with the personal stuff. I have a Tino Martinez signed ball and everything. Yep, and why is his name escaping me right now?
No Mattingly in there.
There you go.
Madeline. Donnie Baseball's the reason why.
That's my 4.
I liked watching the Yankees in the 90s is to watch Donnie Baseball, Bernie Williams.
And if And
Brady's one of my favorite Yanks.
And if I had to take somebody out and put this other person in, I would also put in Posada.
Oh yeah, Jorge, man.
Who should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way.
Hall of Fame, by the way.
Yes.
You know, Yankees had a lot of great guys, man. Back in the day, growing up, Bernie Williams, freaking Paul O'Neill,
David Cone.
They had a lot of guys, man.
Andy Pettit, my favorite left-handed pitcher.
Big game Pettit. Big game.
What about Ugo? Your Mount Rushmore of Yankees.
So there's the actual Mount Rushmore.
No, we don't. Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth wouldn't make any Mount Rushmore for me.
No, I'm delineating.
Go ahead.
I'm delineating the two. All right.
Okay.
There's the all-time one, and then there's mine. All right. So I'm gonna go with mine. Mine, absolutely Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter's on there.
And Jason got mad at me. I don't want to cut you off, but I said to me, I think Yankees is no longer Ruth for me. It's Derek.
Of our age demographic, it is.
I think of all time, it has to be him.
It'll see the reason why
what you want in a player is
reason why, like Rick. The reason why I will never. Babe is still a god, mythical, like historical figure. That's never gonna.
That play with farmers and
that's never gonna go away though.
That made me believe that as a guy that loves hot dogs and whiskey, that I could play baseball.
It's like saying, bro. It's like saying, like, yo, Vince Lombardi, the guy who the Super Bowl trophy's named after. Like, I wasn't alive for Vince Lombardi. Like, I wasn't really. I don't really remember Tom Landry. I remember Jimmy Johnson, whatever. But no, we're talking about mythical, godlike figures in the fans of in the minds of fans, bro. It's these figures like Vince Lombardi, like
we understand that, but it's based on what you've seen. Like I basically,
that's what I'm saying. Based on us, based on our age demographic, yes, it's Jeter. It has to be Jeter. None of us were alive for Babe Ruth or really Mickey Mantle or Joe DiMaggio. Like we weren't alive for this. Like come on. Like,
the most I've ever seen Babe Ruth is when that small role in The Sandlot. That's it.
Yeah. The Black Sox scandal, like we weren't alive for that.
No.
Like, yeah, I mean, I was in Boardwalk Empire. Great show.
I was 5 months old. I was 5 months old when Bill Buckner.
When the Black Sox scandal happened?
The Black Sox.
Are you a vampire?
No, I was 5 months old when Bill Buckner missed that ball.
Oh, that's 86 Mets.
Yeah,
86. I wasn't born.
Okay.
I was 5 months old when that happened.
I wasn't here.
I was 2.
Oh,
I was 5 and lived in Queens.
And my father-in-law is from Corona, Queens. He actually went to Game 7.
Yo,
Joe, the ticket stub.
Joe Beningo went to the Bill Buckner game.
And it gets past.
He grew up 2 blocks from Shea Stadium.
Wild time.
Joe Beningo was actually at the Bill Buckner game.
Wow.
Joe Beningo was friends with Bill Buckner for all
He was also friends with Woodrow Wilson, apparently.
Yeah. I think Buckner passed away recently. Did he pass away recently?
Who?
I don't.
Oh yeah, he did. No, he did.
He did. Oh, that's terrible.
Recently, like a couple years ago.
Yeah, like maybe.
I hope Boston gave that man some love at the end.
I hope.
I don't know if you guys are fans of. I don't know if you guys are fans of Curb Your Enthusiasm, but it was one of the best send-offs they ever did. Oh my god, so good!
I watched that.
I felt so happy as a Yankee fan who always hated the Red Sox. I felt so happy for Bill Buckner after that episode. That's how much of a genius Larry David is.
Larry David, man, the GOAT.
Larry David got a guy off murder. We'll get back to that story.
I remember that story. I heard about that in Dodger Stadium. Yeah.
Oh, right. On that episode.
Yes.
Where the guy was like, they caught him on the show.
They caught him on a B-roll shot where they were facing the field, and you could clearly see him walking.
I forgot about that.
You know, one of my favorite Larry David quotes is when they were talking about Adam Gase, and he's like, I can't take the hat. I mean, you can't trust the guy that you can't see his hat or his eye. His eyes.
Adam Gase.
Yeah. Tacos.
He's still high.
So anyway, your Mount Rushmore.
Let's let you go finish out his Mount Rushmore here.
So yeah, it starts with Jeter. It's gonna be pretty much that '90s team, the '90s dynasty. There's gonna be Mariano, the greatest closer who ever lived. I'm gonna go. My favorite Yankee not named Derek Jeter was Paul O'Neill. He was my favorite.
Paulie.
Yeah, Paul Warrior. He was my favorite. And then that fourth spot, because it's 4, right? 4 spots?
Yeah.
I gotta split it in half, man. I can't go a 4.
Yeah, you gotta have a fourth.
Yo, don't Dak
I'm gonna
Prescott
split
this
it,
shit
man.
right now.
I'm a
Okay?
Donnie Brasco it. I'm split it with Jorge and Constantino. What else do?
It have to, oh, by the way, Brett Beatty homers. Oh no, this was earlier. The Mets won. The Mets won.
We got to win that. We got to win that.
You guys like 6 games over 500 now? Jesus.
The Mets won. Hey, let's not. Don't let us get into the playoffs.
Right.
On a hot streak.
Are you talking
with what pitching? With what pitching?
Are you talking to the Mets? Are you talking to the Mets actual roster? Like
don't
into the playoffs?
Let us with the finally that we got these. We gotta fix Jonathan a little bit. Don't let us.
We got you.
Get with McLean, with Sproat, and with Tongue. We gotta fix Tongue a little bit. I think is the calling of the games. Don't let us get into. Remember, Juan Soto's on our team. Lindor's on our team. Playoff Vientos is on our team.
Playoff
right?
Vientos.
Polar Pete.
Polar Bear Pete Alonso, who haunts Devin Williams every day of the week, is on our team.
Yeah, he broke him. And we have the broken.
And that's not even talking about
your
what
spirit.
Brady could be, what Ronnie Mauricio could be. Like it's just anything can happen. As long as we could drop Ryan Helsley, I think we'll be okay.
How many games back are you guys of the third spot?
We're not. We have the third spot.
We're up
2.5.
You're up 2.5 on who? The Giants?
On San Fran, who we own the tiebreaker over.
Yep.
Okay.
So if we play right now, we would be playing the Dodgers.
How many
who I'm not scared of.
Yeah, they're not as good as last year. No, you shouldn't be. But
I'm scared of Milwaukee and San Diego. That's why this series is very important.
How many games you guys got left?
I think it's 14, 12 games.
We got about 2 weeks. We got about 2 weeks. At the game on Saturday.
Carlos, so far, what grade would you give David Stearns as the GM of the Mets?
On a 1 to 10 or like letters?
I said a letters grade. Yeah, grade.
I'd say a B plus.
Okay.
I'd say a B.
Carlos is being very generous. I would give him a B minus or C plus because
I was going to say a B minus.
He's still managing this team as if there's no money in the bank.
Right, and the biggest reason why Soto is a Met is because of Stevie Cohen, Uncle Stevie, not David Stearns.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
So our schedule.
Brian Cashman forever gets an F for me.
San Diego, we got 3. No. Cashman did a decent job at the. I'm gonna give him. He made all these moves, so he won't get fired. And by the way, I'm being told they're gonna hold him for another 2 years. So, Yankee fans, 2 more years of Cashman and Boone. No matter what happens,
it's gonna be longer than that.
2 more years of Aaron and Boone, and so enjoy him. Enjoy Cashman. We got San Diego for 3 games. We got Washington for 3 games. We got 3 with the Cubs and then 3 with the Marlins. Nervous about Nationals and Marlins.
Marlins are not as bad as I thought.
You know why? Because they always play us tough.
It's good. They play.
No, but they've just been a good team all around this year. They surprised me. They were my biggest shock as far as the season is concerned.
My biggest shock has been the Detroit Tigers.
That was my most
don't understand what's happening there. They just believe that they can win ball games, and they added Glaber.
Listen, they got hot.
And they got AJ Hinch.
Resurrected himself from.
Carried it over, man.
Javi Baez resurrected himself.
Mm-hmm.
Skubal has established himself as the best pitcher in baseball.
Skubal is
the best pitcher not named Garrett Cole is Skubal.
You really think Garrett Cole is the best pitcher in baseball?
When healthy, yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes, 100%. I can say that.
Take your Yankee hate out of it.
No. He's the best pitcher in baseball.
Yes. Yes.
Top 5 for sure. Top 5 for sure.
Top 5. I'll give him top 5.
I'll give him top 5, not the best pitcher in baseball.
I think what's the pitcher from Pittsburgh? I think he's
Paul Skeens is up there too.
It's too early to put him there.
You want to talk
way
about
too early.
I don't know, man. He's
right
proving
now,
himself
bro?
right now. He's proving himself right now.
If I'm the Yankees, I'm trading Spencer Jones, freaking Martian. I'd give up whatever to get him right now. Right now.
I don't think they have the prospects to get him.
Spencer Jones.
That's going to be the problem.
Spencer Jones. It starts with him. He's the quote unquote
Spencer. The Yankees are awful at evaluating talent. For all we know, Spencer Jones is the next coming of Steven Matz and is a can of tuna.
Steven Matz.
Let me explain. According to the Yankee evaluation, Anthony Volpe should be Derek Jeter.
No, we never. No. I never. No. Okay, Jason never said that. I never said that. Never, not once. Even when they were talking about him coming up.
Name me a player that is homegrown, that is a New York Yankee, besides Judge, that you guys have evaluated correctly.
The core 4: Derek Jeter, Mariano Rivera,
and that was when Gene Michael was the GM. And he was ahead of scouting.
They were homegrown. Luis Hill was homegrown. You can find some.
Cashman's main issue is the way he values picks and players and
prospects.
The prospects, like he holds on to these guys like if they're gold, and they turn out to be. I mean, they thought, what's the guy's name that I can't stand him, and he wasn't worth any of the money he received from the Yankees. And he got half of Cano's. He got half of Cano's salary.
Former Met.
He got He got half of Cano's salary.
Giancarlo Stanton.
No, Ellsbury and Gardner. So,
Ellsbury
and Gardner.
Ellsbury was not a homegrown Yankee. We're talking about homegrown Yankees. He's not a homegrown Yankee. He was a homegrown.
Brett Gardner was.
Brett Gardner was
a solid player. He wasn't bad.
Solid.
He was a solid everyday player.
That's the fandom talking.
Brett Gardner was a bad player?
No, it wasn't bad.
Jason, back me up here. Brett Gardner was trash.
Bad.
No, he was not trash. But we're not calling him Ken Griffey either.
Nobody's calling him freaking.
Brett, you said he was a solid player. Brett Gardner is a fifth.
Solid is
fifth.
A solid everyday player.
Fifth outfielder at best.
Yeah, come on, knock it off. Knock it off. Now they hate
for a guy. No. Let's be honest. For a guy, this is not Yankee hate. This is just proper evaluation of
AKA Yankey hate.
No. Proper evaluation. His game.
Okay.
What is his game? What is his game predicated on? Right. His game is predicated on getting on base, stealing bases. Right. You can't bat 240. Right. When your game is predicated on getting on bases, you can't be striking out like he was. You can't be doing any of the stuff. Like he should be a 300 hitter.
But is that on him or is that the analytics?
That's on him,
bro.
Because he's not a good hitter.
You're making Brett Gardner like he was garbage.
And then again, he is garbage.
No, he's not.
No, my God.
Garbage.
I can name 10 garbage Met prospects that didn't.
You know what? There isn't a Yankee who I dislike more.
Do that. You want to play that game? We can play that game.
There isn't a Yankee who I dislike more than Brett Gardner.
Is that because you look like you stormed January 6th?
He reminds me of Tyrod Taylor of the New York Mets. Could cover
Here's the hate, bro. Here's the hate, bro.
Him and Taylor have the same game. Could cover a lot of ground in the outfield. Can't throw for shit.
Here's the hate. How's Jose Reyes? How does Reyes do? How do you hold up?
Jose, listen, we built a stadium for Jose. Jose would have stayed in New York. The Mets would have kept him. That's the problem with the Mets, right?
He would have stayed in New York if he knew what chivalry meant.
Jason, you remember? Jason, Jason, do you remember Matt?
We didn't offer. We didn't.
How'd that work out?
First of all, Matt Harvey was lights out, all-star. Don't even.
For how long?
World Series. He went into the World Series. It didn't last long.
For how long?
But you know what? We can evaluate talent, and you guys can't. That's all you're proving to me.
Let's talk about it. How long?
He got pretty.
Jose Reyes won a batting title and sold 100 bases. What are you talking about? Jose Reyes, multi-time All-Star. Like
I said Matt Harvey.
Matt Harvey was the starting pitcher in the All-Star game in 2013.
How long?
You evaluated talent that couldn't win the World Series.
That's not on him. That's on Terry Collins.
Wow.
You just made an argument about coaching and managing. Right?
You're moving. You're moving.
You just no. This is not moving the goalpost. You said,
Carlos, get the popcorn ready. This is gonna go for another 25 minutes.
You said. Hold on a second, Hugo. You said coaching matters.
I did.
Correct.
Coaching
My wife is texting. My wife is texting me. She said you're very okay. Hold on. Coaching matters. Correct.
Correct.
Yes or no?
Correct.
And I agreed with you on that point. Correct. Game, was it 6 or 7, Cardinals of the Kansas City 2015? I don't know. Harvey pitched a great game. 8 innings solid. What you traditionally do as a manager is if you're going to give your starter the benefit of the doubt, you go batter for batter.
Yep.
The first guy gets on, you pull him. That's a managing thing.
Big time. That was game 6.
That's a managing thing.
I understand that, but you still didn't answer my question. How long did the Matt Harvey? Matt Harvey was Linsanity.
Matt Harvey had a no.
Wow.
It felt like a couple of weeks compared.
Jeremy Lin.
No. But hold on. Jeremy Lin won a championship. Jeremy Lin won
with the Raptors. With the Raptors.
Jeremy Lin was not an all-star. Jeremy Lin, there was a couple weeks. Matt Harvey had a couple seasons where he was one of the best pitchers in baseball.
Yeah.
So
you won't answer. Can you please give me a number?
That dude went from Batman to the Thunderbolts.
In 2.5, maybe 3 years, the guy went to World Series. You can't take that away from him.
Getting too pretty, man. He got too pretty. Started trying to date models, and it got, yeah.
We lose Rick.
Did what I lose you all? Let me see.
There we go.
Well, yeah.
Hey.
Matt Harvey.
The gang is back together.
Matt Harvey's cocaine has thrown us off course here.
The hate. I'm just not going to stand.
It's not.
These are Colombians, so
Brett Gardner was not trash, bro. You're not going to convince Jason.
Trash.
You're not going to convince me of that. He was
trash.
Not
trash.
He was not.
Let's
Jason,
look at.
Can I hear Jason? Can I hear another Yankee fan?
No. Can we hear his numbers? Brett Gardner's career stats.
Yeah, let's hear the numbers. I remember a lot of Yankee fans complaining about Gardner, man.
No, they loved him. They kept giving him.
I mean,
Brett Gardner is, oh my God, it's worse than I thought. Do I even have to read this? 139.
I think you should show us.
139 home runs. These are his career stats. A 256 lifetime hitter, which proves my point. If you're a guy that's going to get on base and steal bases, which he stole only 274, which is not a lot of bases. You have to hit and you have to get on base. He had 1,400 hits in his career. Again, your boy is trash.
Well,
trash.
No, hold on. A lot
14 seasons in 14. Jason, in 14 seasons in Major League Baseball, you could pick any. We'll compare his numbers to Jose Reyes. To 14 seasons of Jose Reyes.
No.
We're not doing that.
I'm sorry, Carlos. Did he call out Jose? Did he call out Jose?
We're not doing that. That's one of the guys I called out. But we're not.
Did we call out Jose?
We're not.
They laughed at me when I said Jose Reyes, right? So let's just compare. Why not?
Can we compare?
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. A better comparison would be Judge and David Wright. That'd be a better comparison.
No, that's not. That's not even.
The face of the franchise. Or you want to go Derek Jeter and David Wright?
No, because you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish my original point before I brought up Gardner. The original point was where the Mets have gone wrong. historically, and the Mets have only been alive since 1969. Let's take that into consideration. You were mentioning Mount Rushmores. The Yankees have a plethora of players that were homegrown and brought up. They haven't done that since the 90s. That sounds like a scouting problem.
Billy B.
Aaron Judge he could have been a Kansas City Royal. He would have been Aaron Judge at the end of the day. He's a once in a lifetime player. Now, what the Mets did wrong, right? Besides having awful ownership, is David Wright. Several players should have been lifetime Mets, right? When you have Ed Kranepool as the only lifetime Met ever, there's a problem. When you have Tom Seaver at the peak of his prime and you trade him away, there's a problem. That's like
trading Michael Parsons. Oh, yeah.
When you have Nolan Ryan, Nolan Ryan, and you let him go, there's a problem. Yeah. Darryl Strawberry should have been a lifetime Met.
He was a Yankee, though. He won championships with the Yankees.
Nolan Ryan had 7 no-hitters, not one of them as a Met.
Yeah, not a single one of them. Not a single one of them.
But what I'm telling you're making my point for me. Problem with the Mets is we don't have a history and we don't have lifetime players.
Robinson Cano should have been a lifetime Met. He should have been a lifetime Yankee. And the Yankees went wrong. And I'm so happy that it bit Brian Cashman in the ass when he split up that money to give to Brett Gardner and Jacoby Ellsbury. See, you can't blame him for Ellsbury because Ellsbury was an MVP. Ellsbury was a world champion, multiple All-Star. Like Ellsbury, before the injuries destroyed his legs, Ellsbury was a good player. So let's not, rag on Ellsbury.
And you know what? You said that, right? And I'm going to give you Jose Reyes was the same. And even if Jose, good years in Miami, decent years in Toronto, I still believe to this day, had they re-signed Reyes and kept Reyes and Wright together, they had to pick one to be the face. Of course, the Wilpons were going to pick the white guy.
That's a mistake, though, because there's no salary cap in baseball. So that's bullshit.
But it's the Wilpons.
You know that's bullshit.
But it's the Wilpons. But it's the Wilpons who had lost a ton of money, and they picked the white, clean-cut guy to be the face of the Mets.
That's
now, nothing against Wright.
That's like the Yankees going like
Jose was the engine of those teams.
That's like the Yankees going, we got Jeter. We don't need A-Rod. We need A-Rod. Like, we got Jeter.
Do you know if the Wilpons were still owning this team, they probably would have honored Charlie Kirk, but that's neither here nor there.
If the Wilpons were the owners of the New York Mets, Lindor would not be a Met.
Juan Soto would
be a Yankee.
He'd still be a Yankee. You know that.
And a ton of the other players.
And Mel Harvey would have got a 15-year.
Alonso would have.
The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight, right?
No, I think he
Bartolo Colon would have got a 7-year deal.
He would not have gotten the 15-year deal, but Jacob deGrom would have.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about DeGrom and Syndergaard. What happened? What happened?
They would have paid R.A. Dickey.
I went to New York City with Marv the other day, and we got on the bus, and we saw a bunch of Noah Syndergaard jerseys. I mean, you guys can still hovering on the past.
Unbelievable.
Noah's great. He was great for us. We had a good run with Harvey. Even Matt, look at Seth Lugo. Seth Lugo still pitches in Kansas City, still good. So we have a good scouting department. Reason why Juan Soto signed with the Mets.
I like Jeff McNeil.
Vientos.
He signed with the Mets because
Frankie Montas. No, I'm just kidding.
Mauricio.
Montas, Frankie Montas. I like Frankie Montas.
You guys can laugh all you want, but in 5 years, the Mets are going to have the brighter future than the Yankees.
I heard that.
We have better prospects.
I heard that.
We have the better prospects. Soto's only 26 years old. Lindor will still be on the team. I'm telling you, Beatty, Vientos, Ronnie Mauricio. There's we traded Drew Gilbert away, and Drew Gilbert is the reason why San Francisco is where they are, right behind us.
That pisses me off.
So we still got Jet Williams in the minors. We still have a ton of players down there. I'm telling you, may not be this year, but there's a World Series in my future.
in 5 years.
And in all the glory, I will. Hey, and like I said before, when this segment started, do not let us get in there. Because if we played the Dodgers, we own them already. They own you guys. They make fun of you guys.
We don't care. They're not in the national.
But when we played them, when we played them in May and in June, from one of the best players in baseball, Mookie Betts, he said it's a different team and they're hungrier than we were.
They're in the National League.
That sounds like PC to me. That sounds like
you guys play in American League where there's no teams. You got a cakewalk to the World Series, and you might not even make it to the World Series. I'm sorry to break it to you.
You might not even make it to the playoffs.
Seattle,
to the playoffs. So you worried about us?
I'm telling you, don't let us get in. Seattle and Detroit are the two teams to watch out.
Your team won't let you get in, right?
Your pitching won't let you get in.
Won't let you get in.
This is gonna get good.
Did you guys just have
it's gonna get good.
Losing streak?
It's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. It's gonna get good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think a part 2 of this episode is in the works.
It's gonna get good. I want to thank Carlos for coming on the show. Obviously, Carlos is a bright person. You know, he's a Mets fan. He knows how to evaluate talent. I want to congratulate the Cowboys and Hugo for that winning, but also helping to deliver one of the best games so far, besides the Ravens-Bills game that we saw.
Ugo looks
like my condolences to Jason and Carlos on that egg the Jets laid.
I feel like Nino Brown right now in New Jack City.
You look like a Blade was from Nigeria.
Hey, listen. All I know is
we're gonna let you go get his little brag on. So we'll put him on the big screen.
Thank you. Let me get my one shot. Tight on me. Shout out to Jazz Chisholm. All I know is Rain Dakota Prescott, first of his name. He has beaten the Giants 14 times now. 14 times. The last time he lost to the Giants was 2016. Like, was it? I think Obama was still in office. Victor Cruz was still on the roster. Eli Manning was still throwing the ball. Wow.
I still no. I've seen 2 Super Bowls in the last 25 years.
They always go back to that. They always go back to that.
It's a Super Bowl, Jason. You guys haven't seen one since '69, so
they have to go back to that because they're on rebuild.
Wait, I got something for you, Hugo. I got something.
Rebuild number 6, but I'm glad you mentioned Super Bowls because if you want, like, I'm gonna bring this on my show eventually. Here's the Cowboys' last Super Bowl right here, baby. Super Bowl 30 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have it on VHS. Wow. Love it. It's on YouTube now, but I got it here. Don't worry. The next one's coming at some point, probably when Jerry Jones is in heaven. But that's neither here or there. All I know is
most likely hell.
Who knows? All I know is
you guys could.
Scott owns the New York Giants. Plain and simple.
You could rewatch that Giants Cowboys game. I'll go rewatch this fabulous 5-disc collection.
And while you guys are at it,
of the Giants in Arizona, not giving Tom Brady that 19-0 season he desperately wanted.
And while you guys are at it, since me and Carlos are Jets fans, we're gonna go back and watch The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
And it says here, this 3 Giants at Jerry World.
This guy.
Divisional play.
I can watch Giants at Jerry World right now from Sunday. How'd that go?
When I go to Jersey to do the next show, I'm bringing this with me just to let Hugo borrow it so he can see what winning looks like.
Just make sure you bring a DVD player from Craigslist to watch it on. All right, just make sure. So, because Dak Prescott owns the New York Giants, you love to see it.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
enjoy it.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't judge him by his fandom, but you can trust Carlos with financial. Definitely, Carlos, tell us everything about where they can find you for financial advice, not necessarily your fandom, because I already made that mistake as a Jet fan. But please, anybody that needs their financials fixed or anything of that nature, because he's hella good at it. He's helped me out and a bunch of other people that I know. Tell everybody where they can find you real quick, Carlos.
Find me on Instagram at Carlos Financial Coach. Whether it's getting out of debt, repairing your credit, saving for some future goals, or managing your finances, you can hit me up. I'm available.
We love the tariffs. We love them. It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Can I plug two? Can I plug two?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Also, I want to plug, of course, the Ugoboy podcast, episode 70. I think we're going to film that maybe next week, depending on my schedule. Me and Mongo, sports talk, NFL, lots to talk about. I think it'll be by week 3 or week 4 when we do our annual.
Jets and Giants will still be winning this.
and also, don't forget, I will be at Cowboys Jets at Cowboy MetLife Stadium. I will be there in a couple weeks when the Cowboys play the Jets. And Carlos, you're gonna be there. Who else is going? Who else is definitely going?
Listen, I get a big tailgate going with some buddies. Hit me up.
Nice. I'll absolutely.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
So I will not be there, seeing as I don't have anything to root for in that game.
You have no dog in the fight.
But you could catch.
No, you could hope that the Jets win so they could help out in the rankings in the division. But that's about it.
No, we're not going anywhere. I want to lose every single game from here on out. You can catch me on Mondays on the Rick A Show, Tuesdays the 2 a.m. crew, and Wednesdays you can catch my co-host Jason, First Class, Second Place podcast, dropping every Wednesday. We're going to do a rundown sheet in a couple of weeks when Jason brings this. You're on break right now.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah, right here. So you can read it. I'll be back in October.
So we're running the 3-peat all next year, whereas the Rick H Show, 2 a.m. crew, and First Class, Second Place. So it's going to be a pretty cool run. And then we'll be doing a lot of stuff with Hugo. And obviously, Carlos, you're always invited. We could talk. When we make the World Series, bro, I would gladly.
25-25, absolutely.
Gladly. When we make the World Series, I would gladly.
I know, it's 25-25.
I would gladly.
Vanilla Sky. Your consciousness will be there.
I asked ChatGPT. It's predicting us to win the World Series around 2028. So let's go.
Don't you check this out? ChatGPT actually said that the Yankees, the Knicks, the Jets, and the the Red Wings are going to win championships in 20. I don't know. I just know I'm going to be 68 because I did the number. I'm going to be 68 when that happens.
Man.
Oh, well, we'll see you guys next Tuesday, 8:30, same time, same channel. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening.
I'm getting it back. See me and all my family. Don't buy the bullshit you're talking about. Stop hating on the next man, get up. Most talk tough, but ain't no killers. To my little man, ain't no man realer. Cause Papa make sure that he always eat dinner. They shooting for the paper. He don't change for a little bit of change. Wave to them haters. Hi hater, mad they bitches love me like vibrators. Been sick since pushed through labor. Spent chips like I never ever planned for later. Stop worrying and counting the next man money. Fucking calculators.